Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Erin's Tea. Last week we did a video all about iced tea selections, and so exploring different options when you're having tea this summer, we have something called cold brewed iced tea. So I don't have a lot of ice on hand all the time, and that's kind of the problem sometimes when we're making iced teas, that you need to have quite a bit of ice. And the second thing is that you actually need a lot of tea when you're making an ice selection where you're brewing it first. So kind of a happy medium way, if you have some time, is to make cold brewed tea. Super simple, but it takes a long time. So for the Takia systems like this, there's about a liter and a bit of water in here. What you would want to do for something like this is I basically put the same amount of tea that I would put if I was brewing this much tea hot. So I like my tea a little bit stronger than some people, and so instead of, for this big amount of tea, I put about, so you would probably put about 6 teaspoons, 6.5 teaspoons of regular tea if you're brewing this hot, and I put about 7.5 in here. And so basically all you do is you fill up your jug with cold filtered water, and you add your tea about a 1.5 times the amount that you would usually use for hot tea, and I just stuck it in here and I left it in overnight. Now I've never cold brewed anything other than this. I thought that I had left it in a little bit too long, because they recommend usually 8 to 10 hours for something like black tea, otherwise it can bitter. But the best thing about cold brewed tea is that it actually makes your tea sweeter. So when you're hot brewing your tea, you're actually pushing the flavor out of your tea. With cold water, you're pulling it, so it's a much gentler, much smoother taste to your tea. So let's go ahead and taste this. I brewed a black tea with mint, and I basically left it in the fridge overnight and then all day today, and I took it out around 4 o'clock. So, smells good. That's really nice. It's not strong at all, and it's a little bit sweet. So if you're used to adding sweetener to your tea, this might be a nice option for you to have no sweetener to your tea, but it does make it a little bit sweeter in the process. So there are other things that you can do with your cold brewed tea. You can add different herbs to it. You can add some fruit slices if you want to spice up your regular tea. And we will explore a little bit different options about cold brewing other types of tea, because they're not all the same. So until next time, that's tea to me. So